we made it to our little cottage close to the Chimborazo mountain. That's what you can just see there. And Sylvia did the very necessary but fatal thing to check the weather forecast, and today is the last day with sun like this, so kind of sad that we didn't arrive in a way that I could walk today, but I don't think it would have happened. But anyway, tomorrow is gonna be fog, the day after is gonna be fog, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to ascend, but it's a bit hard to say if it will be possible, because these places here get really foggy and wet those days. We had planned a little day hike today just to get used to a bit the altitude and go around, but and Sylvia doesn't want to go as Sakira has puked 2 times and doesn't really want to sleep. So probably Sakira is struggling a bit with the 4,000 height, so I'll take Lola and prep some of the gear and do a little test walk today for either tomorrow or the day after when I'm gonna do the ascend. So I'm just picking together some gear. Thought I'd take you along and show what I'm packing. It's really kind of hot today, so I'm not gonna bring too much. I'm just gonna walk in my shorts actually. Obviously I'm bringing my alpine boots. They're lightweight Scarpa. Older model, but I had them for a lot of years, really happy with them. Then I'm gonna take some Norrøna Gore-Tex pants, which are layered, so those are actually waterproof and provide some heat. I don't think I will be using them today, but I'll just take them. You never really know, maybe there comes a storm or something, or you know, something is delaying me, then I don't want to go around freezing unnecessary. I'm also packing a buff for the neck, and then I'm not gonna bring those today, but I actually have my alpine gloves with alpine inner gloves. So as I'm not gonna ascend today, I'm not gonna bring them, but the day I'm gonna ascend, I'm for sure gonna bring them. You don't want to be stuck in ice or storm or snow without something proper to protect your fingers. And these are proper shit. They're not expensive. They're like 70 euros the pair, but this makes a great brand from a mediocre brand. You can pay like $200, $300 for gloves, but they're not properly waterproof. These ones I've had for years. I've tested them. I know them. So it's good to know your gear. So this is pretty much what I'm bringing today. I'm also gonna bring some wool underwear. I'm gonna bring a rain jacket, and eventually I'm also bringing an inner down jacket. What I normally do if it gets really cold, I put this one and then I put the rain jacket over. This way, I mean, you don't even need a fleece, to be honest. I much often use like wool underwear than this one and a jacket in really cold temperatures than a big wool sweater, because I tend to not regulate my temperature very good in big thick sweaters. Then I tend to sweat too much, and then when you take a break, you start freezing in your own sweat. So yeah, let's get packing. Here you can see the kind of wool underwear that I am bringing for this kind of trips. I don't think I'm gonna use it at all today. I think actually I'm not gonna change anything and just be hiking in the very clothes I have. But it doesn't take much space, and nice to be always safe on the warm side. We're finally ready to leave. Waited forever for an audiobook to download. I love to listen to audiobooks when I'm hiking. Let's see if we can get this one closed. All right, we're all set and closed, ready to hit the road. Let's go. Alright, the goal of today's hike, is to get used to the height. We just arrived again. I mean, for me, it normally doesn't take too long time to acclimatize. I think that Sylvia and Sakira used a bit longer time. They both felt a bit unwell today. So today I'm just gonna try to make it up to 5,500, maybe even 6,000, just to have those height meters in the legs and then have a rest day and then go for it. I think it's really gonna help me to have Not that I think that I really needed to go the hike, but it's gonna for sure help me to be able to just do it much easier. So Lola and me, ready for a little adventure. What do you think, Lola? You ready? Ready to hit the road? Lola doesn't struggle a lot with the height. That's good. Right behind me, you can see the volcano stretching up. I'm just gonna find the national road entrance, which is just over the corner behind there, and then it goes in for quite a while behind there. You actually can make it up to almost 5,000 meters and then start walking from there. Today really looks terribly big. Look at this. What a mountain. What a mountain. We look tiny in comparison. I made it up to the highest point, to the Refugio Carrel. Not 100% legal. You probably saw there in the time lapse. I just passed the national park entrance. Even though it said closed, it said you can enter between 8 to 2 in the morning or in the noon, and it was already 2:30. I just drive it and kind of like acted like I have an official role here and like waved at people and drive through and just go. So I'm up here, didn't pay anything for entrance, and I can see a lot of people coming down from the volcano. I'm intending to hike up to like 5,500, 5,800 today, starting at 5,000. So I'll get my stuff packed. Yeah, I'm really excited about this, and it seems like it's possible to enter here without guide and any fees. And as you can see right behind me here, this is the Refugio de Carrel. Very moist in the air. It's probably gonna rain a bit later, so it's also a nice temperature. I guess like a 6 degrees. I'm very happy that I took pants and underwear, because this is for sure gonna be too cold to be hiking without any clothes. It's good to test the temperature here. Yeah, I'm gonna pack my stuff now, and then I think off we go. Of all things, while packing, I actually figured now I had forgotten gloves. That's the worst mistake you're ever gonna make it, because if it's gonna get cold or rainy, you're worth damn shit without gloves. So luckily I remembered them, so I got gloves packed. It's actually starting to hail a little bit now. You can feel like small hail coming, and you can also see it up there. The fog is moving in. But I'll still make my goal today. To be honest, I feel the height quite a bit. Feel like a constant bit like dizziness, but it's good. It means the body is starting to work it, and I'm glad I'm taking this kind of test day, you know. So yeah, I'm ready, all packed and ready to go. Last thing, I'm gonna bring a little important stacking to have a good time up there, walking slowly, listening to music. This one goes into the pocket. Just need to find someone with a lighter. All right, settle up, cowboy. Up there you can see clouds moving in all over the place. But it's still nice. I'm not coming for the view. I'm coming for the height meters. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, did I do a terrible mistake now? Oof. I think I forgot the key, but I got it. Woo, damn. Gave myself a heart attack there. so far very nice. Exactly how I expected. Not really hard. Really nice ascent. It's heavy, obviously. I breathe, you know, I go and just like, but not dying. I feel like I can have a very good speed all the way. I've climbed probably 200 meters already in 10 minutes. And my legs feel great. I feel really powerful. So I think this is gonna be a well-invested test day. But actually what I am thinking about is it will be quite beautiful, as I just have a very short time window on Saturday to climb the top with a view. To have and Sylvia drive me up here tomorrow afternoon, hike 500-600 meters under the top, and sleep in the last refugio with the mat I have in the sleeping bag, and then just wake up and bounce the peak for 10 o'clock, because that way I'm really 100% sure that I'm gonna make it by the time frame when it's a view, and I'm not climbing a 6,250 for no view. But really the clouds don't make me too concerned. They are cold, they're moist, but they're not wet. And I think the rain happens more down in the lower layer, so that's ensuring. But I mean, there is absolutely no view. I'm entering some beautiful valley here. Red volcano rock. Seems like a hot spring. No, Lola is drinking it, so it's not a hot spring. Bit unsure where the path goes on here. It would make sense if it's crossing up behind there. There is also another section behind this mountain, which makes me think it could be there. But I have maps, so it's very clear where the road goes. But I'll just be following this path for now. Beautiful laguna, and such a nice, chill, calm walk. Lola, you'd not be struggling with the height. How's it going for you? I mean, you are a super dog, right? You would have joined me to the peak if I asked you. I don't think I'm gonna ask you, but I don't know. Seem like you're having a great time up here. Hey, it is finally opening a bit. We're at 4,300, 400. And we're having some view down here, down in the valley. It's not too much, but it's just about to see the two refugios. Crazy to think about that we're just about 800 meters from the peak. It's very little. Someone would call me up on a Saturday afternoon in Norway and ask me, do you want to climb a mountain that's 800? I could have been drunk and high and would have said yes. But these 800, these are tough. Well, let's get going, I guess. Now you can see the route here very clearly. It's a quite fucked up route. It's like up here, crossing under there, and then seems like in between, into that stretch, up in there. I can't really believe that that's the true route, but I'll see from the map. Seems actually like the path goes into that horrifying little gap there. Whee! Well, let's check it out. I made it to 5,300, 5,400. I haven't checked the map yet. It's about to get a bit packed down. It's getting colder here, and I'm just want to take a nice little break, have some food, drink some water, just to settle it in a bit, because I can feel it's kind of like hitting a bit in my head. But I'm so glad to have really good gear. Feel so warm, good protected, safe. Like any weather can come now, and I'm just chilling it. I made it to 5,500. I'm just below this big wedge now, and to be honest, I'm feeling shaky. Legs feel good. It's like every step here is so exhausting. The rock is just so bad. There is no path, nothing. I hope that I could encounter a much better path. Seems like almost nobody walks this mountain, because there is, I mean, I can see signs of a path, but really there aren't. And some of the walking is pretty tough. If you see up there, it's super steep already, and you gotta climb up this rocky front up there, and then it's just continue like this. So I don't know how keen I am to do it in the dark or in bad sight, but I think this absolutely was a good trial, just to feel. Now I know I've made the 500 meters up, or from the Refugio 750 meters up here, and from here there's another 800 meters to the peak. So I made it exactly the halfway. The positive thing, I started walking 14:30, so means I've been walking 2 hours 15 minutes exactly, and I walked really slow, so this is possible. I think a 6 hours walk and it's gonna be done. But here is the tiresome starts, you know, when the height meters come. The incline is worse, there's no proper path. So I'm just gonna make sure to come here up bloody early. My goal is to be like by first light, I wanna be here. And then I can start the ascent. It is absolutely no piece of cake walking in this mountain. There is rock slides, it's shit terrain, everything is just so loose. I'm starting to doubt this ascent. You can be really screwed here. The rest is kind of nice, but climbing up this hill of mud and rock, it's a huge gamble. It's like you have to listen all the time. Just be lucky, because if one rock starts heavily here, the whole thing slides. So what I'm kind of doing is trying to cross. I'm kind of crossing all the way sideways, you know, in case something slides or goes, I have the chance to jump away. And I'm all the time using my sticks to control the terrain, and all the time listening if something is coming from the top. Whew. Whew. We made it kind of past the most dangerous part. This is the part I'm gonna keep in mind when I'm gonna ascend this mountain on Saturday. This is the crux. I mean, once you pass the most steep pass part on the top and it's ice, yeah, it can be a bad sight, but you can orient yourself with GPS. This landslide stuff is the worst. So here's, you see where I came out, and it looks undangerous. The camera can't really show you how steep it is, but this is kind of like a 30-degree hill, and up there in the fog it starts to become like a 40, 45, 50-degree hill, and everything is just landslide. So I mean, down, if you're good surfing, you really need to be good shoe surfing. You can make it in a safe way, but you really need to use your poles to not fall anywhere. I'm gonna show you down here how fast it goes. Alright, look at this. This is not even the steepest part. It was way steeper up there. And I'm just surfing down. Luckily, I know this a lot from Norwegian mountains. So I'm very experienced in this. But man, it's like one wrong step and you can really hurt yourself. And me and Lola are a good team. Lola knows the danger here, so she's keeping behind me. And as you can see, she's also very careful with the rocks. I feel dizzy coming down again. But I had some beautiful rock slides. Really enjoyed the skiing part. In the end there, I had a 400 meters, very safe. Which, I know it sounds scary, but it gives me confidence that even though how exhausted I'm gonna be off the ascent, coming down is not gonna be hard. I spent like 20 minutes now from the 5,500 to the 500, and it didn't cost me much, and I feel it was as safe as it can get. A very controllable landscape, and I'm glad I did this walk today to know the most dangerous landscape, even though there isn't maybe no view on Saturday morning. That makes me confident that I'm going the right way. And yeah, then it's just crossing that ridge, going out over the top, and then the whole snow part starts. Alright, we made it down to the refugio. I'm still gonna consider sleeping here, I think. Well, I think this is pretty much it for this episode. Gonna go down, meet on Sylvia, have dinner, smoke a J, and rest tomorrow. Maybe have a little morning run to continue acclimatize. I think if I go up here on 5,000 and do a little run, it should be pretty good. But yeah, sleeping here would be good. I don't mind if I have to sleep outdoor. I would even just sleep here on under the roof. It's just then you kind of start on 5,000 exactly. You don't waste time going that first little unimportant stretch, and you're like way earlier off, because it doesn't matter how early you're gonna start down there, you're gonna waste time driving, walking, preparing. If you just jump out of bed here, hide your sleeping stuff, have a good breakfast, and just go, way faster. Seems like there's still somebody around here. Kind of a bit open. Hola! I'm a bit anxious of going too close because I haven't paid any entry. I decided to wait a little bit extra. You won't believe what's happening. The whole Chimborazo is opening up behind me. It's just this stunning, stunning, stunning view. I'm gonna show you now, film it. Look at this. How majestic. It's all opening up. Red, black, and white. Look at those icy witches.